This poor f***er. Holy sh**. This guy sounds like the most extreme form of the internet. The whole thing is like meta-irony, like loses me because I'm just like, I don't want all of my interactions with you to just not be real. It's like, what? I need... Oh, man.
You should have just told me. I'm sorry.
The whole thing's a ruse.
Actually hurt you or upset you or make you look foolish.
This, I don't know anymore. This D, that is exactly the point. It's all fake. Or maybe it's not. You're never gonna know. Just to be clear, everything I'm saying about the Great Replacement is based on very, very little information. So please, I'm gonna actually stop responding to questions about it because I don't want to like spread incorrect information about an idea that I know is really dangerous. Just to be clear. Do I like Sam Hyde? I don't know anything about Sam Hyde. I just keep hearing about Sam Hyde. American comedian. He co-created a sketch, blah, blah, blah. Hyde is known for several pranks and hoaxes. I'm guessing he's political though, right? Hyde has been frequently misreported as the perpetrator of numerous mass shootings and attacks by internet trolls. The hoaxes, oh, that's terrible, which included photos of Hyde brandishing a semi-automatic, reappeared so often on social media that the New York Times characterized Sam Hyde as the shooter and an identifiable me. The first instance of the prank, CNN mistakenly included Hyde's image on their coverage of the shooting. Hyde has also been erroneously blamed for many other shootings, including... Hold on, I'll show you what I'm reading. And I'll send it to you. Sam Hyde did it again. Yeah, it sounds like a meme now. Sam Hyde has become like a meme. Like the fact that people are putting images of him on the Ghost of Kiev is like, that's clearly a meme. Ukrainian president by blah, 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 blah. In 2022, the Buffalo shooter also claimed the image of Hyde as his own manifesto. This poor f***er. Holy sh**. Is he just like a casual prankster who's now like, why is he being inundated so much? Oh, because he pledged $5,000 toward legal defense of Andrew Anglin, the founder and editor of a neo-Nazi website, The Daily Stormer. The Southern Poverty Law Center sued Anglin for allegedly organizing a troll storm against a Jewish woman in Montana. That's fucking horrible. When Matt Pierce of the Los Angeles Times questioned Hyde about the donation, Hyde asked Pierce if he was Jewish and went on to say that $5,000 was nothing to him. Hyde also stated, "Don't worry so much about the money. Worry about if people start deciding to kill reporters." That's a quote for the reason why you can say, holy f***. Okay, so he's kind of also a piece of shit. 2022, iDubbbz uploaded a documentary on Sam, trying to understand and communicate with him beyond the irony and acts Sam puts on. Sam Hyde has been open about his interest in boxing and helped train Jewish Canadian YouTuber Harley Morenston for the chair. What the What? This guy sounds like the most extreme form of the internet. Like it's just like a chaos monkey in every way, where you're just like, what is going on? iDubbbz uploaded a documentary. What's his documentary? iDubbbz documentary. I can't type. Is it this one?
Hey, it's me, Tyler. I just got my bowl cut, and I'm really excited about my new bowl cut.
A lot of people think I'm crazy, but what they don't know is that this authentic ethnic head wrap enables me to move, shuck and jive, and groove like an ethnic person. Yeah. For the sake of argument, you come at me in a public situation, and I have to shoot through a crowd of people to defend myself. Self-defense situation.
Oh, I see. So he's like an internet troll, and the whole problem with him is you don't know what he actually believes. Like, did he give the money to the neo-Nazi as a troll? Does it matter? Because you probably directly helped him? You know. No one knows what's real or fake with Sam Hyde. Okay. I hate Sam Hyde. He's not a troll.
You're going to get hella surprised.
You better not. What are you going to do, iDubbbz? I want to see the question. All right, go ahead. Well, my name is Gormedios. And I'm a 400-year-old vampire, but I actually appear to be 13. So.
And what is your career? What is your job?
Interesting question.
Back in March,
So he's just like a meta irony. Somebody needs to tell Basiny, tell Meat about Sam Hyde. Because Basiny is in a meta irony phase right now. So I need to know Meat's feelings about Sam Hyde. I wonder if Meat's around. Maybe I should DM him.
He went to Rhode Island to film a documentary with Sam Hyde, who's known for his comedy videos.
You can do a lot of damage.
I've been aware of Sam and his comedy for a long time, so I thought it'd be interesting to get to know more about Sam, because not many people know much about him. He's a bit mysterious. He's a bit unwieldy.
Okay, but this guy also seems like a memeing troll.
I'm just really hoping that this isn't going to be a struggle. You know, it's a different energy. It says, welcome to Massachusetts. Welcome to Massachusetts. Cool. I was definitely going into the whole thing like super nervous. You know, I didn't want to mess anything up because it really felt to me like there was a lot to mess up.
Okay, so he's not just a troll. This guy like memes, but also like says things seriously. Have you ever watched iDubbbz? I have not.
I'm going into sort of a world that I don't understand at all. I know nothing about the guy really, other than what he chooses to put out there in the world.
The YouTube and the
I
Twitch.
can't believe this is happening. I'm here for the documentary and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Sam called me and everything.
Oh, awesome.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, so as we're going to the office, we run into...
Okay, chat, quickly. TLDR, tell me about iDubbbz. I'm going to get probably 30 different opinions, and I'm going to take it right in the middle. I'm just kidding. iDubbbz once posted a video about gopher infestation in his backyard called The Final Solution that consisted of him gassing the gophers to death. What the Okay, iDubbbz is great. iDubbbz content cop was good. Me dubs, great. Invested dry memer, great. He's a cuck, okay. I grew up online and I'm still turning online and have never watched iDubbbz or Hyde. Content cop was the best. Zanya, okay. Well, if Zanya likes iDubbbz, I respect Zanya, so immediately warmed. Well done, Zanya. You've started me down the pipeline. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about that, Zanya? Speaking of pipelines, there's one pipeline that I need you all to be aware of, and I want to send you down this pipeline as fast as a speedy thing, okay? This thing that I want to tell you about, it is called exclamation point clip. Okay. Type it. Somebody do it. Who can do it fast? Who's going to win? Exclamation point clip. Who's going to win? Let's see who gets the prize for being the fastest. Not click, you lose. Clip. There we go. Chicken sandwich wins. Woo! Basically, you lose. Soon kill actually you lose. You wrote clap. Algu says, I'm a duck. YouTube, you also lose because it loads your chat more slowly. But Baby Basement, you win on YouTube. Trippy Liquids, you lose. Baby Basement is faster than you. Loser, you lost. I blame my fingers. I blame your slow brain, Basiny. That's what I blame, madam. Yeah. Wait, Sam Hyde did the Evola shooting? You can't be getting away with it. At least I know the meme now. I like how this smooth jazz music is on now. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that I've f***ed up in many ways. One of the ways that I've f***ed up is I was born gifted. A gifted child, some may say, and I don't think I've been sufficiently grateful for my giftedness. Yes. Up next, we have iDubbbz interviewing Sam Hyde. Is he a troll? Is he a neo-Nazi? Is he both? We'll never know. Nope, fuck.
Like a random 19-year-old guy who's like, oh, hey, iDubbbz. I was like, well, I don't know who this is. This is very confusing. Turns out it was just a kid that Sam had hired to come film more parts of the documentary. So that already took me by surprise.
Whoa. Hey. Yeah, I wish I have a car, but the battery's dead. My grandfather's fixing it up and everything.
Okay.
So,
What's up?
so I got the car. I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
Come on.
This kid's talking about his car a lot. He's like, I swear, I have a car. Look, just say it with your chest. You love the planet, kid. And we love you for that.
Hey, guys.
What the fuck?
Turn it up? Okay. So I'm watching.
So when we got into Sam's office, there were a lot of computers, a lot of people.
I should just watch the entire film like this. You guys can't even see, you can't hear, you just get to see me react to it. Just kidding.
The security guard, he was doing this whole routine, being very serious the whole time. It felt very tense.
What's that on your neck?
Jazzercise?
Jazzercise?
Yeah.
Is that like mewing?
It was part of the mewing triad.
Like when you look at Sam's videos, there's really no It doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of production value put into them. So I was a bit, I think, confused and put off by there being so many people in this room. I just didn't know what their role in anything was.
So yeah, this is the we call it the master station.
Yeah.
But this is where we get it done.
Yeah.
You guys aren't doing this every day, though. It doesn't look like this all the time. This is a show, right?
What do you mean? The mess?
Well, no, just all the people, all crammed. Like, what are you working on?
Josh is
I'm a writer. I'm the narrator.
So these guys are full-time. Joe, my audio guy, Julian's my editor. Evan does 3D models. Weck is security, obviously.
Right.
Let's get some fresh air.
You're right. It's like, did he just hire all these to just be there? We'll never know.
Chris, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's going on, man? Hey, thank you for doing this, by the way.
Yeah, you don't care if you're doxxed or what?
Oh, 385 Columbia Ave? Hey, stay away. Hey, get any cute girls out there. Don't be coming by 385 Columbia Ave. I'm shy. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously got a bigger viewership, and it's like your brand, you can't be messing around with people who are like unsafe.
Yes.
Like, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna talk about Hitler? Listen, I'm not as racist as PewDiePie. I'm not gonna bring anything about Hitler. I gotta go. Let's go get my mechanic has to teach me how to top off my oil.
He's never been in switch pole. Hitler's our
Things I've
go-to.
never seen before.
You're okay with going in the trunk?
Bingo.
I need to be more brand safe. That's the key.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the idea that you're sort of the guy that I hate in every major city.
Oh, with the noise?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I don't think I like it. It feels like a lot is happening for very little. Have you ever been in a Tesla?
A Tesla, what are they fast? Tesla speed? Look at the Tesla motor. That's why it's so fast. It's got the Tesla motor. It's got the Tesla motor.
Yeah, I don't have life insurance.
I literally know what I'm doing. Like, I would never go past like
should.
80%.
I don't know if you guys know
Like an
this. I'm
anime
going to give you a
reference.
fun thing about life insurance. This was given to me actually by a lawyer. You should always get life insurance when you're super young. You'll always get approved, and you can build your like life insurance essentially. Like, it's not credit, but you can like have a really good relationship with your insurer so that you can increase your life insurance more and more as you get older, and you're very likely to get approved when you're young and healthy. So, pro tip: get life insurance.
I would never use my true power on the streets.
I'm into it now. I sort of get it now.
This thing's not registered. When I was driving this thing here, it just shut off in the middle of the highway. Like it stopped. Yeah. And I had to like turn it back on while going, you know.
That doesn't give you any sort of anxiety?
You never have anxiety.
Yeah.
If you have anxiety, you're dead. Next thing you know, you're dead. If you ever get anxiety, next thing that happens, you fucking die.
Sounds a lot like my dad. I'm like, Dad, just say anxiety. Just say the word. He's like, no, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Your dad's a wise man.
Did your dad use the word anxiety?
No, my dad gives, the advice that he gives comes after long reflections on alcoholism. And it's usually very depressing. He probably has some, not manic depression, but like cyclomania, like mild manic depression. He gets little manias, he gets depressed phases.
Cyclothymia.
Say you're a lot like your dad?
Chemically and biologically, yes, but I've thankfully been able to overcome a lot of his problems. Probably because he was so open about them when I was a kid. Like, I've never had alcohol, I've never been drunk. I've been drunk, like, almost drunk, like, twice. That's true. Because both my parents were alcoholics, and they told me, you know, they warned me about it and whatnot.
I think it might help for the
Rude.
viewers. When you say
Scratchy.
something like that, if you're serious,
Yeah.
you say 100% serious.
100% serious. How about this? I'll say this. I'll say, baby, Sammy, serious. You fucking retard, so now you know. So you don't have to guess, because you're autistic. So you need a picture book guy to tell you when someone's in a mood. Here's an angry face. Here's happy. Okay? Get your guidebooks out so you know when people are in different moods. You fucking retard. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll say, baby, Sammy, serious.
There have been times where I can't tell, you know? It's like when you talk about women a lot of the time.
Beating women! What a bitch will do to you when she gets her claws in.
I want this, I need this,
You're gonna be the prettiest princess astronaut as soon as you grow a fucking brain, you dumb bitch.
As if when you say that someone raped you, anyone's gonna believe you, you dumb bitch. Fuck off. That's mostly serious, yeah. I'm not misogynistic. I don't like hate women, and there are women that I value like very highly and I think are amazing. But women are like super dangerous. 3 ways to be really super fucked up. 1 is women. 2 is with being a bad driver. 3 is with going to college, like making life decisions based on somebody else's expectations and not like what's best for you. You know what I mean? Those are like the 3 big ones to really like turn yourself into a perk head and like, fuck your shit up. Oh, and drug use too. But that's not. I just don't think about that because I haven't had any experience.
Not relevant to you.
Yeah, I literally never been high or anything.
I'm gonna guess you're single right now.
No, I got a girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Danny. You'll meet her. She's coming by. Now, you'll see she's gorgeous when you meet her. Oh, hey, trust me, buddy. She's 100% real. Grade A and B. When you get a load of her pussy in her ass, you're going to be squeezing your legs together saying, Hail Mary, brother. This thing is so fucked. Can't believe it.
Holy shit.
Fuck. Come here, look at this. This Home Depot metal swirl.
Yeah.
I feel like what he was saying about the 3 things is real. I don't know why.
The spoiler? That's nice.
That makes it go faster.
That's how you know a Laotian owned it. No racism. But this is a nice
What is that?
Day one, I was obviously on edge. Sam is a very unpredictable person, but I started to notice that he has patterns, the way he talks about things. He'll say something very cryptic, and then he'll look at the camera as if the audience knows what he's talking about.
What's Laotian? Laos is only one of the greatest countries in the world, and they have great taste, which is why the Laotians put
I
this
see what you're saying.
diamond pattern on here.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, though.
A lot of Sam's comedy seems to be rooted in him trying to rile people up.
Lena Dunham, you made threats against me, so now if I see you in person, I'm gonna be afraid for my safety. I'm gonna have to protect my life. In public, when I see you, Lena Dunham, I'm gonna knock your fucking head off. Just like that, bitch.
It seems like he says things that are either taboo or just kind of edgy.
Yeah, you know what, sweetie? You're gonna be an astronaut. Like a fucking retarded bitch dyke could ever do that.
Holy
There have been many
shit.
infamous Sam Hyde moments where he tries to harass or get the attention of people like Ethan Klein or Lena Dunham.
I don't know if I can watch this on
Just got off
Twitch.
text with Ethan from H3, and he said he was gonna put up $5,000 because he like took some of my style and stuff, and like got really popular doing he did his own thing, but he like took some of my humor.
Most recently, he's trying to get Joe Rogan to fight him.
If I hit Joe Rogan, he would instantly forget every piece of jiu-jitsu knowledge. Joe, you would know as much jiu-jitsu as Marcella May Rogan after I hit you. You'd be gaga mode, okay? You'd be looking for some Pampers. The list of things I wouldn't do to Joe in a fight. I wouldn't take no for an answer. Call me Joe.
I'm assuming it's all just for exposure, or he's trying to goad these people into embarrassing themselves. At least that's what I thought Sam was doing it for.
I don't think the point is to lure them into doing anything. I think it's just part of the character.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to be, I've been consciously trying to be more, not necessarily less mean, but like more joyful. So if I do something, if I like say like fuck you to somebody, I try to do it with like a spirit of like, joie de vivre.
Another Sam Hydeism is that when he's being serious or genuine for too long, he will undercut it by saying the exact opposite of the point of view he was expressing before. It makes it very confusing to have a conversation with him and get his actual feelings about a particular topic.
Like the Joe Rogan stuff, I think is like, it's really lighthearted, even though I want to kill his stuff.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
It's probably some kind of self-awareness that Sam has where he realizes that in front of a camera he needs to bring his brand of comedy out.
This thing rips ass.
But because so much of Sam defaults to sarcasm and irony, it was really hard to know if I was getting genuine responses to the serious questions I was asking.
And you don't get annoyed or bothered by the noise. You like it.
Of the car?
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Okay. But you put up with it because there's other benefits.
Well, what do you want me to do? Freak out? Start screaming? I could stop putting up with it. Like a retard. It's fine. I'd probably rather be in a rental Corolla right now. It would be more comfortable.
Okay. Are you supposed to wear a mask at the drive-thru here?
I just put your shirt over your face.
Do you do that?
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? As opposed to what, putting a fucking mask on?
Yeah, it's a little cringe, don't you think?
What, covering your face with a t-shirt?
Yeah.
You think putting a mask on is less cringe than covering
Yeah.
your face with a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Dude. You gotta get out of
With a
California.
mask?
And then what do you guys do?
2 spicy deluxes as well.
2 meals or sandwiches?
Let's do sandwiches.
2 spicy deluxe sandwiches also. He just reported me for not having a mask. You can take that mask off now. I like to pretend the Chick-fil-A girls are my own private harem. And they exist to serve. Take the mask off, Jesus Christ. They exist to serve me.
Who doesn't like masks?
Okay, doesn't like masks. I think that's real. One opinion. Audio is mad low. I can't have the audio up because my mic is too quiet, and I can't figure out the mic until I get off stream. So I could get off stream, and I could fix it all, or we could keep watching this documentary. All right? No more audio complaints. I will work on it. But I have done what I can. It is over.
When we get back to the office, we'll go over the whiteboard.
Hi, madam.
Yeah. Actually, we do have to work out, but that's not true.
Yeah.
One of the few things I was actually looking forward to on day one was meeting Sam's girlfriend, Danny. Because, if I was going to have a hard time breaking through Sam's comedy wall, I knew that Danny would be the solution to that.
How long have you been together?
Like 2.5 years, 2 years.
Okay.
She could give me honest, truthful answers to how Sam really is and all the other questions that I had. At least that's what I hoped would happen.
Honestly, she kind of makes my life hell.
Life isn't
What, horrible?
not horrible. I don't think you feel horrible.
I do.
You don't feel
Yes,
horrible.
I do.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not. It's fucked.
Is it one
It's
of those
suffocating, and I can't leave it because it's like a security blanket type thing. Yes.
you like the security?
Yes.
Just added responsibility essentially about worrying about another person?
No, I mean, why it feels horrible?
Yeah.
No, because she's like a fucking mess.
Have you considered going to therapy?
For myself?
I mean, you could contribute to her being a mess.
What do I need therapy for? I could contribute to her being a mess? Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
I can see
No,
your
no,
personality and how you interpret things.
No.
Contributing to her being a mess, sure.
Well, listen,
It's part of the
How about this?
flywheel
How about
of,
this?
like,
You
hell.
can be the counselor when we meet her. We can dig into it.
Okay.
That's Danny right there.
I don't think they get along super well. It doesn't seem like iDubbbz and Sam Hyde get along very well.
iDubbbz, just stick a camera in her face immediately. That's my girlfriend that you're asking about.
Hi.
Please don't flirt with iDubbbz.
Hi.
You're Danny?
Yeah. You look anemic.
Anemic?
Yeah, a little bit. We look alike though. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I think
What
you
is
look
the
like.
hat? Yo,
Let me see that.
what Jerry's working on. It's
Is
like,
that your ball?
No.
Why is your head so fucking big?
I got large cranium.
It's weird.
It's part of my genes.
Maybe you just have like a really large skull. I don't know. Have you like weighed your head?
I have not weighed my head now.
Oh, well, I haven't like weighed my head without the fluid in it in like a while, but yeah.
In like a while.
The environment was very uncomfortable as a whole. Talking with Sam, you know, he's very forward and he's got a big personality. The rest of the guys there were very
Dipped in Sherm. You want one, John?
I'm good, thanks. Though.
weird. The whole environment was weird. But when it came to Danny, it was just sad.
Okay, so yeah, if you just like stop smoking, your blood pressure goes like all the way down, can't like hit for her, you know, like blood just stop flowing and you fucking die.
Oh,
I really didn't know how to feel. I would say that the rest of the guys made me medium level uncomfortable. Danny made me extremely uncomfortable.
And more. You want to see my tattoos? I feel like a dog sitting on the floor.
At that point, I feel irresponsible just like talking to her. It felt like we need to get her help or something.
I'm basically stoned.
Why?
Same height, same.
Can you tell us why? Like, is it drug use?
I thought it was going to be a lot colder here.
It is very cold.
That's not too bad.
What color is it?
It'll be brown, I think.
No, that's like
Yellow. Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
No. Dan, can you stop trying to fuck iDubbbz?
Oh, that's so uncomfortable.
You guys want to go over our team meeting?
Team meeting.
We do have to find the next big idea. Okay? Because right now, things are on the decline. Things are not going that well. We have to find a big idea. Whether that's like a viral video to get me back on top.
I said like we could do something like TikTok related. Like,
Start doing TikTok videos?
Literally like just anything on TikTok. Like a dude dancing, like just keep flossing. That'd be so funny. Just some dumb shit like that.
That's a really good idea.
So, my name is Yeshua Aronov. I go by Joshua. Oh, whoa.
Okay, let's keep more.
Yeah, just grab me some paper towels. My mom always told me to keep my head back, but like that shit doesn't work. So, I'm 21, freelance graphic designer.
They're the epitome of just chaos monkeys.
I'm a writer for Sam. Like, whatever he needs me to write, like, he'll send me a prompt, and I'll just, like, write it.
Alright, so flossing video?
Yeah. Or like I don't know, Among Us is popular.
Among Us?
Shit like that, yeah. Yeah, like Reddit subs.
Danny's fishness layered underneath leggings is a look. True.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, that's a strong population to not give his reasoning why. Yeah, I'm hoping he goes into Danny more. He's just like, I think I'm not comfortable with her. I think she needs help. And it's like, what?
I saw, well, a lot of people, Among Us stuff, I think a lot of people are doing that, though.
I am Jet Neptune. That is my name. I am 22. Dude, every time I'm asked, I forget how old I am. I edit video primarily, and I'm also crypto strategist for Sam.
Have you made any
Crypto,
money with that?
okay.
Yeah, I made mad money.
Did you really make that money?
Yeah.
What did you buy?
This Chinese commie
And okay.
coin. It was pretty sick. It's illegal to buy. Can you edit this out? I'm into Cardano, XRP, stuff like that. I won't bore you with coins, but we're pretty into the crypto world. Like if you've ever seen Sam's Twitter, he's constantly on that. And I basically put him onto all that stuff. But I did get that play from the crypto training, so I don't think it should be on things to spend less on because it's making us money.
I mean, Julian lost a lot of money on that, but...
I'm not gonna snitch, but Julian did spend $110 on skins.
On Fortnite?
Yeah, Julian.
He's busy, don't mess with him. He's making genius happen.
You can call me Bick, I guess, for the purposes of this. Age,
What
23.
the fuck
I guess
is
you could
going
say,
on?
Kind of do a little bit of everything. But I'll like shoot stuff. I'll help write and like direct and stuff too.
Whose idea?
I have a feeling a lot of these people are like, I don't do that much. I'm kind of here and I hang out and he pays me, which is based. We're friends and we pay each other.
It was weed vape.
That was my bad. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Why?
Being too high isn't that fun. Funny, but I just don't want to do that.
Okay, weed vape is off. That's not funny.
Mr. Sam, sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to check all the entrances.
All right, go back.
Okay.
Let me know if we're clear to use this door at some point.
Right. It's locked for now, but I'll let you know.
All right.
What?
Okay, my name's Wack. I'm 32, and my job is security. He just wants to make sure that everything's safe around like the work area.
And this is a serious thing. It's not a joke.
What is?
No,
I'm actually security for Sam. Yeah, I've been doing it for 6 months. Yeah.
Okay.
We're all putting the threat level because that door's unlocked. Chris, we got a security there.
He's like, I don't know. Are you actually security or do you just like say, I'm going to go secure the area and then you just like go outside and have smoke? We don't know. We'll never know.
Stand at the elbow here. I'm putting us on Reddit until Chris stops messing with the lights.
Like honestly, like he's cool, but like sometimes he'll just like open doors like really quickly and not like tell me he's doing it. I mean, I can't be at both of the doors.
That's actually necessary.
What's up, Reg?
Why are you so interested?
I'm just curious what happened.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, there's green, which is like pretty much there's no threat, and then there's yellow, orange, red, and double red. That's like the top like threat level that you could possibly be like in the office.
There's like a new trend where like hot girls are like playing with Legos.
How come he doesn't just use the code system? Why does he just use the already established code system? It feels like, is that usually what security does?
Yeah. We don't have any hot girls. No, we don't have any hot girls.
My name's Chris. I'm 26. I do some writing, music. Officially, like full-time, it's only been like a month or two. I've been a fan of him, and then I found out he was like, lived like 15 minutes away from me, so I was like, oh shit, he's really tall and like muscular. I was like, whoa.
What about the animal prank?
And I was like, whoa. And then he hired me and we were both like, whoa, dude, hey, you like music? I make money. fucking based. Is there music in Sam Hyde stuff?
Animal Prank was iffy because we didn't know how people would react to that.
Like a lot? Is he known?
People generally like animals.
I'm Evan. I'm 24 years old. I work on anything 3D related for the projects. Texturing stuff, 3D stuff, video game stuff that we're working on, the NFTs. Pretty much anything that we need, I do.
If you actually
Pretty much anything that we need, I do. So Evan's like, I run everything. I do everything. Also the accounting.
hurt an animal in a YouTube video.
Evan is the heavy lifter. You can tell that guy's like kind of organized. He's like got his shit together, but he's like super chill as well. And you can tell that he's always like, guys, chaos monkeys, be herded. He herds the cats.
Like a freak out.
Also, getting an animal might be like super.
We good? We were talking about finding an animal in the woods.
Yeah, like a wolf.
That's cheap. That's free.
I don't know, it's good to have people that are just always laughing and just going crazy. That's the complete opposite of me, pretty much, I feel like.
So what you're saying is we can't do
Aha, knew it.
a funny idea because these SJW cocks are going to get on my case for hurting a dog. Okay.
Exactly.
Dude, it's fucking retarded.
Well,
I hate
yeah,
these- I hate
probably
these cocks so much.
probably
Back here,
don't
so
hurt
close for
dogs.
videos. Like Joey's like swagged out right now.
Joey, your fit is crazy.
Your fit is crazy. It's like a tax write-off.
One man, aka Joey, Jouyy. Age, I'm 25. And what I do, I'm a rapper. Damn, this shit ain't hella back. Sheesh. Like, I've been doing the rap shit for a grip, and he had like so much. I feel like I'm on like some Fed shit. Like, this is crazy. Where I'm from, how I fuck with shit, it's like money talks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's got bread and he's like willing to dish it out for me, you know what I'm saying? That propels my shit.
How much are those shoes? 400. How much is like your whole outfit?
The hat was 300.
Yeah.
Ring, 300.
Yeah.
These were 3,000.
Yeah.
This is 1,500.
Yeah.
What were you guys thinking?
Oh yeah, just I guess other
Cut me tripping. What more is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to make art and I like to buy shit. That's it.
Sheesh.
Blackface might be a bit much. Yeah. Can we erase that?
There's not much to say. I think one man speaks for himself.
Let's avoid the racial stuff for now, because Biden.
Yeah. Let's keep it kosher.
So Drake Kiki replaces Nike blackface. What about Win a Date with iDubbbz?
Yeah, not fan.
For the lady girl fans? Oh, he always has the best viral videos. Okay, show iDubbbz though. He always finds the funniest shit. Show him a few more.
Little bank, but that's okay. But my
Fucking stupid bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. What are those? These guys are totally retarded. Yo, that's goofy. Damn, bro. We got collab with iDubbbz. That's one good thing. Fake death. I don't think.
That might be good just for money.
Imagine what like some random senator thinks if they ever saw this. Imagine.
Yeah, well, no, that's the problem with that is that's a one-time thing. So if I'm gonna fake my death, or like tell my fans I have cancer or something, I can't keep doing that. Like, you can't do that more than once. I can't go to my fans and be like, hey, I have cancer again. Oh, just give me $300,000.
That works. There was those two like.
That's a one-time thing. Danny, nobody cares if you have cancer, okay? David Dobrik, I think.
What the fuck? Oh gosh. Sam Hyde's kind of a piece of shit. I don't know. Like, I know like lots of it's memes and lots of it's not, but some of it doesn't feel like memes and a lot of it is just like, yeah, he's the type where I'm just kind of like, I don't know if you're joking that much, and I'm uncomfortable with that. So yeah, this is the joking tier where I'm like, this doesn't feel like a joke anymore. Like it's a joke, but the only reason it's funny to you is because like there's something behind the scene going on that I'm not comfortable with. Oh, how do people mentally handle this level of chaos as part of their everyday life? I could not. He's an alt-right Andy Kaufman. Yeah. This whole thing is a troll. I don't know that it is. And this is the issue. When somebody trolls so hard to where like everything they say is just kind of like toxic and like just like his entire troll archetype is everything that is like kosher on the internet, like the standard kind of like liberal vibe. I'm just not any of those things. They think a word's bad, I say the word. They don't like these ideas, I espouse them. It's just like very boring, but a lot of people engage in this. And I'm just like, I don't find it funny. I don't find it interesting. And it makes me uncomfortable. Team meeting, boxing.
Do you have any connections?
To David Dobrik.
No, it was kosher. He never changed the internet dead. Yeah, that's fair. Are you saying that he's always been joking in this way? Like he's just been kind of like the classic like gamer jokey type forever? When it like because the internet gaming community used to be a lot more conservative. Now it's much more left leaning. 2% troll. I think the bigotry is real. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there at some point when you like always lean into certain bigoted jokes and they like are the same ones. Like when somebody makes a joke and it's kind of a bigoted joke and it's the same one over and over, at some point you go, You probably believe this a little bit, and you're just like saying it in a humorous way. But you probably also think this one. He only skipped the F word part. Okay.
Or like any top YouTuber that we can get. Like, do you have any way to leverage your connections? Like, help us. No?
I mean, it depends.
Do you know Danny Mullins?
He's like, it depends. I don't know if I want to help you.
He's like a YouTuber. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Steam, I think that goes without saying. We should be torrenting games or sharing Steam accounts. We should not be buying.
You can't really like torrent like stuff.
We gotta pick a game and stick with it. Like, we can't be going from Valheim to
but we can't play those online.
No Steam. We gotta stop spending. We gotta stop buying fucking steampunk games. And last thing, anyone knows anyone who can ask for money? If anyone knows any rich Bitcoiners, Julian's family is gonna ask his family. iDubbbz, we're gonna ask him when the camera's off if we have money. But yeah, anybody, if anyone knows anyone that's got money, ask please. I think we covered it, guys. We don't back down.
YouTube chat
Be a
sucks.
fucking wolf. Okay.
Thanks for the bits. Thanks, buddy. Oh, look it, guys. We got our sub goal on YouTube. Yay. We're almost at our super chat goal on YouTube. YouTube, you guys are killing the game. Well done. That's another thing is set up by Sam Hyde to mess with iDubbbz from what I understand. Oh, really? He does do meta irony. The whole thing is like meta irony like loses me because I'm just like, I don't want all of my interactions with you to just not be real. I would rather just not interact with you.
Okay? That's evolution. That means evolution designed you 6,000 years to become a fucking wolf. So that's how you act. All right. Quote for the week: think it, dream it, do it. We get a chant going. Think it, dream it, do it. 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 Think it, dream it, do it.
Yeah, we got it.
Think it.
Okay.
We're going to do some kind of fitness-related thing. I think it might involve boxing.
This is gonna look so cool on you. Yo.
Yeah.
The internet's gonna go crazy when they see this. It's gonna be viral. That's it.
iDubbbz is a pretty good sport, though.
That's really actually Korean. Can you believe that? It sounds like Star Wars.
Why are they at a homeless encampment, though?
Sounds like I made it up.
Like, why specifically this location? You know, like you could have picked wilderness boxing anywhere. And it feels interesting that they went exactly, like, obviously they could have just stumbled up. They could have just wanted to do Under the Bridge. But I doubt it.
If I was a civilization, I would have thought something better.
Day one was very rough with Sam, changing the oil in his car, going to Chick-fil-A, meeting his team of like 10 plus people, and boxing.
I feel like I'd be so tired.
It was scary when we started boxing and he said shit like, hit me, hit me. Because I feel like it's one of those things where it gives him permission to go crazy if I do hit him in the head.
iDubbbz is very California, like in a lot of ways, where he's like, I'm a little scared. And I'm like, dude, Joe.
Always a little bit emasculating when you're boxing someone who has more boxing experience than you.
No, Mr. iDubbbz. You hurt me. You hurt me, iDubbbz.
Well, it's not that he's beating you that's emasculating. It's the fact that he's emasculating you by what he's saying. That's emasculating.
No, Mr. iDubbbz, go down. Mr. iDubbbz, go down.
Okay. You have the wind knocked out. And I know Sam was doing a bit of a gag, you know, to have everyone there sort of chanting things. It's like a very exciting way to sort of start the documentary.
Think it, dream it, do it. Do it.
It feels it's to be the leader of the cult.
If you can think it, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Around 2008, Sam started regularly uploading comedy videos, predominantly featuring himself, alongside his friends Nick Rochefort and Charles Carroll, a comedy troupe called...
What's the one problem right now? It's not going to be around in 2070.
So old school. Holy shit.
The elderly and the disabled. Because we're just going to kill them.
The videos gained a large cult following on YouTube. The comedy style clearly pulled inspiration from absurdist Adult Swim shows like Tim and Eric Awesome Show. So naturally, after MDE had established a following online, Adult Swim picked them up to create a cable television show. $1 Million Stream presents World Peace.
You're gonna be famous. Oh my God.
Why are you up there?
I'm being a monkey. World Peace was exactly the type of thing you'd expect to see on Adult Swim. And the show was pretty good.
It's clean. I'm full. I'm so full.
But good things, especially good things as divisive as MDE, aren't meant to last. And World Peace lasted about halfway through its first season before it started to get heavily criticized by the media.
For such a big sound coming out of such a small person, it's so crazy.
Former Adult Swim collaborators such as Brett Gelman and Tim Heidecker took public stances against the show. And after
Brett Gelman.
a heated interview with BuzzFeed writer Joe Bernstein,
At least like his comedy. I don't know anything.
The mental equivalent of popcorn. How am I supposed to have any respect for you when you're being such a pussy right now?
I just having trouble hearing you.
The media smearing became too much for Time Warner to handle, and World Peace was canceled.
Adult Swim has decided to part ways with an alt-right affiliated show. This show is called $1 Million Extreme, and I don't understand like the appeal to it, but apparently it did relatively well on Adult Swim.
World Peace is the culmination.
That's fair. I get that it doesn't appeal to me at all either, but it's also not for you. The issue is like, again, you're getting into the comedy area of like, is there any comedy that's off limits, and when is comedy where it feels too real that now it's like weird?
Nation of the 10 years of our me, Nick, Charles efforts. I'm probably not the one to give you the unbiased reason why it ended. It's not like there was a lack of
How is it
quality or
alt-right?
funniness to
I'm
it.
not sure. iDubbbz hasn't established that yet.
Even though I'm sure some people say, well, it's not really for me. Well, fuck you.
Sam and many of his accomplices were blacklisted from Hollywood, the MDE fan base was devastated, and Sam quickly returned back to his internet roots as a solo, self-sustained entertainer. World Peace was a show that pushed a lot of boundaries that are typically not pushed by television shows, something that has always been criticized by the media, from South Park to Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But because of the way Sam, and even the show itself, refused to allow the general public in on the overarching joke, a dogpile from these groups was to be expected, and even seemed to be welcomed by Sam and the show's fans. Did World Peace deserve to get canceled? Maybe. But was it inevitable?
Cool. Yeah. We get after here, you know. Not too far.
Yeah.
I'm Nick.
Good to meet you, Ian. Sam's coming by?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, if I've been rusty, I haven't been on camera in a bit, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to look like a fucking idiot.
What the hell?
What's a
is
platter
that?
saying? Those things are rare.
Oh.
I can't fucking believe you sent me a picture of that thing. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, you bringing that fucking shit?
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey. All right.
You got a thong on?
What's that?
Those thongs?
I can't hear anything.
Why?
My toy.
You bought that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've had that for a month.
Oh, fun.
Hey, you know what they say? On the seventh day, God rested. On the eighth day, Polaris created the slingshot. This house is insane, too. It's like fucking Architectural Digest.
That's all I wanted. I always wanted to be my cunt on Barbara.
I taught him everything he knows.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I taught myself. I did push-ups in the
He got me into selling cars, and I was terrible at it. That's why. Yeah, I taught him fucking everything.
I taught him. It's like when you just hate customers and don't take ups.
Yeah.
My name is Nick Rochford. I'm 36 years old.
I feel like this one's gonna have a lot
I'm
more language.
For the most part, I sell.
I'm a merchant.
Everything but weed and drugs. I met Sam in 2000 and
His house is really cool.
7. So I've known him for 14, 15 years.
He's nice to be interviewed though, because he seems to respond mostly seriously.
You know those fake brands on Amazon? Every piece of this car is like, buy that.
Yeah, and it looks like it was designed by a fucking Egyptian club promoter.
Here's my favorite part. Get the sound of this. That's safety you can count on right there. You want to drive it, iDubbbz? Yeah, clutch in and hit that.
What is the clutch? Is this the clutch?
Oh.
Hey, is this your first time driving stick?
iDubbbz seems like a really, like, there's like sheltered boy who's like, I was homeschooled, my parents are super trad, and I don't know what girls are. He's like the California sheltered, where he's like, I've always grown up with like nice middle to upper class family who like, we've never done anything too dangerous, and we're always like pretty PC and safe and like nice. And we're just nice. We're nice people. We dress nice. We have nice fur-lined, super fancy jackets that are probably really expensive, but they look like they're not expensive. They look just chill, but they're actually like $400 to $500. Nick's actually a nice guy. He's not on the extreme irony train. Nick. Is this Nick? No. Nick? iDubbbz? Oh, Nick. The guy that they're interviewing. Sorry. What is iDubbbz' name? Does anybody know? Nick posted tons of Instagram of the conversion process from barn to house. That's so cool. You made me realize why I love him. We're the same person. iDubbbz has fallen from grace. How is he fallen from grace? His name is Ian. Okay, thank you. Early iDubbbz videos are the polar opposite to what you just said. Oh, really? Maybe he's become that? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes. Okay, and now you can go ahead and fully take your foot off.
This is my first exposure to iDubbbz.
Clutch. You want to know? Hey, you want to know the shortcuts of being a master of the Polaris slingshot? Think Ferrari.
So then we met, and he was like, "Oh, you do comedy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do stand-up comedy." And I think I remember like just reading him bits. That
What sketches like all night?
Yeah. And so we just started writing sketches, and we started writing sketches over the phone every day.
Watch this.
Take two.
I'm surprised that thing's
Around
made
Sam
in
is always so much fun. It
standard.
goes slow and it's always very predictable. Seriously, this is crazy.
Do you miss the show? Like working on it?
No, Nick. Listen, this isn't working for me anymore, and I think that we should start seeing other people.
If you could make what we always make, freely, kind of like whatever you want to do, like full freedom, full reign, sure. But for the most part, no. Like,
Yeah, Adult Swim humor is just not my thing. I'm just always like, okay, that is shocking.
Adult Swim, the majority of them are like, just like, it's a bad scene. No, help yourself. $36 a bottle. Please enjoy it.
Holy shit.
Nick, what's going on, big guy? You just tripped my wife.
She can say whatever she wants, but I didn't trip your wife.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. It was like, oh, cool, you're gonna like do coke with like Keith Crawford, like in a room. Like, I don't have a problem.
I'm gonna
Like,
jump
I don't have
ahead
a-
pretty
I
soon
don't
here
hate
because
my
there's
fucking
a
girl. I don't-
big naughty word. I don't even want to kind of risk it.
Do coke, like with like strangers. Like, I fine. You want to do a bump at a party in Los Angeles?
Okay, we're gonna jump ahead.
race. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I need to fuck really bad.
What?
All right.
Because I know it's funny, I'm gonna put it out. Because like I like living in fucking hell, and I'm gonna show you it. Like it's just like, why not? I think people think like Sam's a lunatic. Sam's a normal guy
I
to
think
me.
he's kind of a lunatic.
Yeah, I get it. Like I can understand why people say that, but Sam's
What makes you say that, Idubs?
I think your relationship makes me think that a little bit.
Damn. All right, Idub's just going in. And he's like, well, I'm judging you a little bit for your relationship. Fair. Based on at least on like how he's treated her from what we've seen. But he's just like, I think you're a lunatic because I think you treat your girlfriend very poorly. And it's like, wait, these feel like two different criticisms going on right now. I always thought it was funny right-wing people fell for Idubs, then got mad when he was liberal. No, Erudite, it's at 39.46. I know, I just jumped past it.
I think a lot of
What, with Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
We'll get into it.
To me, that's the most solid and dependable thing. Is like stick-to-itiveness in a relationship. She's obviously blown out. What would you suggest I do? Leave her so she kills herself?
No.
And then for the rest of
You
eternity,
don't even know what I'm
Sam
thinking.
Hyde's girlfriend kills herself. You saw her. If she killed herself, would it be my fault? Tell me. You think it would be?
It could be.
You think I did that to her?
Holy shit.
Her fucking dealer did that to her. You think I sold her what she's doing?
This guy's like, what? What? I need to... That's what this guy's face says. He's just like, I left the stove on. I don't know why I'm here. I'm not part of this conversation. It's a prank. I get that. I get that people are saying it's a prank. This is the issue of Sam Hyde. You never know what's a prank. The meta irony. It's the point of him. From what I understand.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know what happened.
That's how it's done, boys. Get out of the cities. I saw a woman wearing a shirt, had a happy little face on it. Oh! I said, guess what, bitch? There's only two genders.
Sam's been doing Hyde Wars, which is just like a show where he rants about, whatever topic I think interests him at the time.
Talked to a dude who had one of these perfect waifus. Those chicks have a gasket loose, universally.
Yep.
Okay, let's be honest. It seems like he's got a bit of a thing with women. Like a little bit, right?
Also does a podcast.
Like we know that he's decently anti-mask. That seemed semi-real. Might have a thing with like women.
Podcast style show where he brings a crew member on and sort of just chats with them for a couple hours.
Start doing shit that turns you into someone that you like. Martial arts, and by martial arts I mean jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai.
Specifically.
And lifting weights.
Do things that make you the person you like, but do it in this way. Jiu-jitsu and martial arts and lifting weights.
Sam's recently taken on more of a self-help role for his fan base, sort of giving life advice or career advice to
But is it
people
real
on his
advice,
audience.
or is it
The stuff he
meme
talks
advice?
about, usually appears to be genuine.
Okay.
It's not something that is like an obvious joke, and he has some gems in there.
Most important thing, in my opinion, is to get good at something. Develop some type of skill. Develop something that is a benefit to other people, that gives you self-confidence, that makes you a worthwhile person.
But a lot of the iffy stuff that he says, it's really hard to write off as jokes because he's...
When are we binging Sam Hyde shows? Probably won't. I'm gonna be honest. He's not my humor style. I don't know if I could put up with us binging Sam Hyde. Yeah.
Never really been shy about like aligning himself with the alt-right.
They do want to destroy whiteness. If you're going to one of these things to help them destroy.
Also, if your whole shtick is to be shocking and non-PC, that just seems predictable after a while. Yeah, that's why I said I don't like this humor, because it always just like shocks me. I don't find it overly funny, and then the jokes seem to get really repetitive really quickly. But I could just be saying that because I don't enjoy the style of humor, I suppose.
Whiteness, be ready to be destroyed.
He's donated around $5,000 to the Daily Stormer, which is a neo-Nazi website, and you don't really do that as a joke, from what I understand about the world. So
fuck, you're right. But the issue with Sam Hyde is he literally could do it as a fucking joke. Yeah. This is the issue with like meta irony that gets into this world. And I'm like, this is where you get like uncomfortable of like, what are we really saying here? Like, what do we really believe?
Context that Sam openly aligns himself with the alt-right and white supremacy and misogynistic stuff. It's hard to write off any of the ironic stuff as just ironic.
What is the blue stripe on my foot? It is a tendon splinter for my foot. Well, boo-boo.
My race is done. You're inheriting the earth, along with some other undesirables, and that's cool, bro.
Hi. Before we continue with the documentary, I want to take a few minutes to talk about irony. I wish there was a perfect way to explain to you guys why talking to Sam Hyde is frustrating, not only to a person making a documentary about him, but as a guy who doesn't actually know Sam on a personal level. A lot of people probably refer to irony as having metaphorical layers, but irony exists in a circle. This is the circle of irony. At the top of the circle of irony, you have sincerity. You can't have any amount of irony without some sincerity behind it. Here's an example of a sincere thought. I don't like eating shit.
I don't know if I agree with him about the circle of irony, but he's at least identifying the issue with Sam Hyde, which is that like his utilization of irony is utilizing both sincerity as irony. Like he's analyzing Sam Hyde well. I don't know if I'd agree that this is true of all irony.
People who are not being ironic say sincere things like that all the time. You might say that it's the default way to say things. The next rung on the circle of irony is just called irony. You might be familiar with this from English class, and it basically means that you kind of feel the opposite of what is being expressed. And it's basically just sarcasm. Oh yeah, I love eating shit. Great, people think I love eating shit now. Isn't that just perfect? This is the go-to boomer humor that old people thrive off of. They love sarcasm. It is a basic...
False. All right, if there's a one lie that's being spread here, boomers, I grew up with boomers who fucking hated sarcasm. They said, sarcasm is just veiled anger. And it's like, first of all, anger's fine too, you fuck. You butthole. Sorry, I'll stop swearing. Anger is fine too. However, sarcasm is not just veiled anger. Sometimes it's just funny. So maybe he means boomer. Maybe I'm a boomer then.
Basic level of irony to the point where...
It's especially boomer though if there's a fucking... Sorry. I'm trying to stop swearing as much. It's definitely boomer humor if there's a minion attached to any of it.
Where it's almost irrelevant to millennials and zoomers. After irony, we have post-irony. This is where you say something in a way that makes it sound like you don't mean it when you actually do mean it. In other words, you're using irony to make a joke about how you're joking. Oh, I don't like eating shit. Oh, me? Oh, no, I don't like eating shit. I hate that. I don't like eating shit. I don't like eating delicious, creamy shit. Stop saying that about me.
I like post-irony. Post-irony is my favorite.
If you put a pile of shit in front of me, I wouldn't devour it like an animal instantly. I wouldn't be doing that. This is probably the most popular form of irony in the modern generation. They're basically parodies of memes. So you have to already know what irony is to appreciate or begin to appreciate post-ironic humor. And look, there's no more room on the circle, so we must be done. What the fuck is that? Meta-irony is where this gets fucked. This is where you're saying something sincere, but the context could imply that you're saying it ironically, yet the thing that you're saying is actually a sincere thought. If this doesn't make sense, that's because it doesn't make any sense. It's meant to confuse you. Meta-irony is placed intentionally in the circle in a way that doesn't make any sense because it is intertwined with sincerity. No, I don't like eating shit. No, I don't like eating shit. Unless. But do I like eating shit? You don't know, do you? The fact that I brought it up in the first place is a little bit suspicious, but the concept of eating shit is so ridiculous that I have to be serious when I say I don't want to. Right? Meta-irony is used effectively by people whose intention is to blur the line between sincerity and jokes. It creates a situation where in order for there to be a prerequisite of sincerity, I have to obtain the knowledge outside of the joke. You're basically just saying the consumption of shit is something that is physically possible. Isn't that interesting? I'm retarded. But if you're not saying anything about something when you say it, Why do you even say it? People don't tend to do things for no reason. There has to be an answer here. And there are two answers. Either you're just bad at irony, or you're just being sincere. This is why it's so difficult to be around Sam. Try to understand him and ultimately make it.
This is a really good picture of irony. I don't know. Yeah, this is a really good picture specifically of like ironic humor. I don't know if it's like fully encapsulated, but like I'll just give a bit of yeah, sure, I agree with this. This is a really good picture though of Sam Hyde from what I've watched so far.
He lives here. Sam is drenched in meta irony constantly. He intentionally doesn't make it obvious when he is or isn't joking about something. Why he does this is up for interpretation, I guess, but after seeing how much he appears to involve himself in political ideologies, it seems he prefers to use meta irony as a shield.
I have a problem because sometimes I also use meta irony. For example, when I was on the panel with Irrelevant and them and JB came on and I said a bunch of stuff very seriously, it turns out lots of people didn't realize that I was being ironic. But I suppose that they couldn't necessarily know, because to know that I was being ironic, they would have to know my positions, which are opposite to what I was saying. So I was engaging in meta irony, which was maybe something I need to learn from, to stop doing.
Say, I was just joking, is a legitimate way to exonerate yourself in moments of actual miscommunication. But it's also a perfect fallback option for when you receive criticism for a point that you're genuinely trying to make. I think eating shit is awesome. What the fuck? You like eating shit? I was just kidding. Are you stupid or something? Well, now I feel bad for being unaware of any irony going on, so in the future, I will not criticize you for anything you say. I am now invulnerable to criticism.
Yeah. That's true. On the third day we interviewed Sam in his office is when Sorry.
Why did you choose to make a documentary about me?
Well, I'm gonna flip that question on you and say...
You can't flip the... I just flipped the question on you.
No, that's not how this works. I'm interviewing you.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is the craziest interview I've ever conducted.
Yeah, this is not gonna be like an ordinary interview.
All right, go ahead.
Do you remember our first interaction?
No.
You don't?
No. I have very bad memory, though.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
What do you think?
Did I snub you or slight you or something?
What
did I do?
Your memory's that bad?
Yes.
You don't remember?
I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember...
What was it?
You remember making a pony game?
Yes.
There were some creators at the time who made videos about this fake pony project.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you one of them?
I was one of them.
What did I do?
Do you have any guesses?
Did I say fuck you or something?
No, you copyright claimed the video.
Oh!
Really?
Yes. And then you sent me an email.
I mean, I don't do most copyright claims. What was the email?
The email was, I will release the copyright claim on your video if you can send me a video of yourself squatting 200 pounds below parallel.
Why didn't you do that? You'd be so much stronger now if you'd done that.
Yeah.
Damn. Did I create an enemy with that?
That's so funny.
I mean, for a period.
That's kind of funny.
Damn,
I didn't like you.
I'm sorry.
You were an asshole.
I'm sorry, buddy. That's no good.
Yeah. Why'd you do that to me?
I don't know. I can't even remember what your video was. So maybe I was pissed off or something. I don't know. I was trying to not have that ruse get blown though.
Right.
So maybe that had something to do with it.
That probably did.
I'm sorry. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what led to this day today.
Really? Okay. So are you gonna punk me?
You're getting punked.
Really? How are you gonna punk me?
I'm gonna make you look like an asshole.
Really?
Which isn't hard to do.
Is that really the case?
No.
Okay.
Part of me feels like you might be being disingenuous by saying you don't remember.
I legit don't remember. 100% serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because you're doing so much that you just sort of forget all the bridges you burn and all the like people you fuck with?
Did I ever burn a bridge with that?
I could have been, but I'm a resilient person, so I turned that hate into a passion for filmmaking, which is why I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you like still angry with me?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Do you dislike me still?
No, I think there's some things about you that I just want to understand better.
Yeah.
Mostly to do with your comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a list of questions that
Such a weird conversation.
Sure.
All right. So before
there's like this. Here's the thing. Because he's like. Here's the thing about meta irony. We were actually talking about this in the Discord because there's a serious meta irony lore going on within the Discord. I won't tell you about it. You'll have to join and find out. But here's the thing about meta irony is once you get like too wrapped up and being like, are they serious or are they not? They've already fucking won. Because now if they're not serious, you are kind of an asshole. And if they're not serious, then they're living rent free in your head, which is kind of the goal. But if they are serious, you're still thinking about them all the time. And you kind of sometimes when you engage in people who you think are being meta-ironic. Meta-irony was actually a really common way of joking in one of the lockups that I worked at, where kids were detoxed. It was like it's like a semi-correctional facility. And so like me, the program manager, and like 2 other workers were like super, super into post-irony, and then also some meta-irony as a result of that. And so we would like sling jokes like this all the time. But if you don't know if somebody's being meta-ironic with you, you could get into this like weird power struggle almost, where you're both being meta-ironic and neither of you now know what the fuck's going on. And so the whole conversation, you're being meta-ironic and they're being kind of ironic back. And the whole time you're like, no one knows if anything's serious. It's really interesting to watch because they're basically doing like this light power struggle, because I think he wants him to stop being meta-ironic and he wants him to just be serious, but he also realizes that even if he's just being serious and he gets what he wants, he's never gonna fucking believe him.
Before we get into the shit, let's get a synopsis.
What's the shit?
I'll get into it.
No, because this is ominous.
Is it making you nervous?
Yeah, no, I want to know what the shit, because this is very strange. It feels like you're trying to punk me or something.
I'm not punking you. It's just questions that me and a lot of other people that I've talked to have about you. Like, what makes you sort of a...
Is that what the shit is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Let's start off with what...
And I think he gets frustrated because he'll always cave and then just be sincere. And he's frustrated because he never believes Sam. Even if Sam appears sincere, he just like never believes him. And he's like, And I think iDubbbz is in this weird situation where I don't know if Sam could convince him that he's being serious at this point. That's the problem with meta-irony, is at some point people are like, I don't think you can ever convince me that you are being serious, because it's like you've basically like kind of cried wolf too much.
What content are you most proud of that you've created?
I don't like the order this is going in, because you're
And just to be clear, just so it's not like to relieve the any sort of pressure you might be feeling.
Don't relieve the pressure.
No?
Keep it on.
Okay.
Let's save it. Let's keep it in there.
Yeah, the video is not meant to be a hit piece. I didn't set out to do that. I was like, no one's made like a documentary, at least a good documentary, about MDE or Sam Hyde. So like, this is a great opportunity. So of course, I'm gonna rack my autistic brain to figure out, okay, what things do Sam and I have in common? Well, we interacted however many years ago. Maybe that's something I could bring up in the interview.
I figured out it's not nervousness about being punked. It's I wish you had been upfront about that. Because I honestly don't like when I have like static with people. I wish you just told me like, just hit me up at the beginning and be like, hey, there's this thing.
No, but I thought it would be really good here.
Okay.
For it to be a reveal.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else to connect.
I just hope that you're not actually, like, if you actually were upset about that, I would want to like heal that.
Right. No, not at all.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You should have just told me, oh, man, I'm sorry. There's water here.
No, it's all good, man.
I don't like having static with people that I actually like.
I don't think Sam realizes how much I don't care about our first interaction. It was like a little bit annoying for me at the time because I've never dealt with like a copyright claim. It was my first experience interacting with Sam. It's an interesting thing to bring up, but it wasn't meant to be like a surprise. You're pranked. It's more like, hey, here's an interesting bit of info that you didn't know about.
Sam doesn't want to be on the receiving end of his own shit. Yeah, unless Sam is playing into it and is playing up the character who doesn't want to be called on his own shit, and it's all an irony and it's not serious at all.
A lot of your comedy is like shocking. But I think the areas I struggle with, and I think a lot of people who want to enjoy your content kind of struggle with, is they don't feel like they have permission to laugh at certain things because you haven't given them like enough context at the beginning to indicate like, oh, this is all just like a gag that I'm doing or something like that.
Is it valid for me to just not care about that? Like, do I have to be like scrutinizing my words and be like, oh, maybe I could get more views if I really explained what I meant when I said cum dumpster? Like, can I not give a fuck about that at all?
You can.
I mean, obviously you can.
But you're also talking about making money, so probably should.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be flippant or like dismissive of your question. It's just no, it's not something I think about.
Okay. No, that's fair. I mean, I don't want you to drum up a thing if you legitimately have thought of it.
Yeah.
Something that you think you should think about?
No, it's not.
Weird.
I'm curious.
Is this the artist my art? Or is he memeing?
Curious about your relationship with Danny.
Okay.
Has she been on drugs since she met you?
She's been on drugs since before she met me. So if you're implying that I've driven her to drug use, You are incorrect.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's what I wanted to sort of get out of the way.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad we got that out of the way.
Have you tried to get her any help?
No, seeing as she's a girl I paid $500 to shave her head and pretend to be my girlfriend, no, I haven't tried to get her any help. Should you want me to try?
Wait, okay.
I don't know her that well. It's probably not my business to get her off drugs. Also, I think I told her to put her hands in your pocket and pretend to be on drugs.
Shut up.
You think are you serious? You think I would date a girl that has her hair shaved like that?
Yes.
You think I'm a fucking mental case?
Yes.
No, actually, I've known her for a long time. And,
This is so upsetting to me right now.
You think I'm a fucking millionaire? You think I have a shit-ass office like this?
Shut up. This is your office.
Says who? You think I would fucking spill rock stars and Legos all over my office like a fucking animal and have 20 people in a fucking dentist's office? You know this is a converted dentist's office, right? That's why there's like paintings of like whales on the walls and shit. Ian, you shitty guy.
So you're punking me.
I'm not punking you. I'm trying to make it. I thought it'd be funny for your fans. I thought they'd like it.
The whole thing?
I would never do anything
The whole thing's a ruse.
Actually hurt you or upset you or make you look foolish.
This, I don't know anymore. Bis D, that is exactly the point. It's all fake. Or maybe it's not. You're never going to know.
I would not do that.
So, how do you know Danny?
Art school connection. I think she's a friend of a girl I fucked in art school.
Yeah. And she doesn't do drugs.
No, she does hair and nails. I don't know if she
Danny's not on drugs.
No. She's a good actress, right?
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
What the fuck?
Damn, Sam fucking won. Ian came in to be like, I'm gonna meta irony battle you. And then Sam is just the master meta irony. And you don't know. Is Danny on drugs? We never know.
Also, the slingshot's a rental.
We did get duped by Sam. We didn't get pranked in quite the way we thought we were gonna get pranked. It's not easy to say that I'm like happy with the conclusion because I'm still wondering kind of what's real and what's fake, legitimately.
So how many of you guys live here?
5 people.
Sam threw us for a loop last night. Yeah.
What did he do?
Well, I mean, yesterday was just sort of the big reveal.
Oh, it showed you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I wish I had pushed him more.
Like about himself? Or
Yeah.
About just like this?
I mean, about himself, about his comedy.
Everything I said was complete bullshit.
Everything?
Except for my name. My name's real. All the XRP stuff, that was nuts. Does that seem like delusional? Does that seem like a gambling addict?
So funny, dude.
No, seriously, I did security for Joey Gambino. I did security for a lot of high rollers and mobsters in Lake City. Like, I swear to you, I did.
He was the only person not playing.
I wasn't, like, I did. Why are you see? Then you laugh and you think, now he doesn't believe me.
I just remember the jokes.
I believe him. Phew. Man, now I can, like, finally be, like...
Holy shit.
Not point the muzzle at anything.
I can't believe it that it actually seems like iDubbbz was upset. I think he was. Because it's like such a big mindfuck. It's like 3 days into thinking everything that you've just seen for the last 3 days is real. And then they're like, it's all a lie. And you're like, is it though? Or does Danny need help? Hashtag free Danny.
Off
you know?
the trigger and around the trigger guard unless you're ready to fire. And keep your mask on too.
Joey's letting me shoot. Joey's letting me shoot his Glock.
Don't
Bad gun etiquette. Don't shoot your guns when people don't have their ear gear on. Very naughty. Not wearing ear gear. Not wearing ear gear. My dad was competed in shooting for a super long time, and he now has like really bad hearing damage because he never wore ear protection, and he's deaf as fuck. He's so deaf. He's got like a hearing aid and everything, and even with his hearing aid, he's still really deaf.
Yeah, so I'm trying to come
Do they
out
have
here,
earplugs?
as much as I can now.
Oh, he's got earplugs. Okay, that's good.
Whoa.
What the fuck? Why did your magazine just fall out?
You just don't know me.
Yeah.
You could know me.
Like, you guys are funny when you're not when you're not playing characters. I don't think you realize that. I think it's like, it needs to be like confusing for the audience. Like, it doesn't need to be confusing.
I don't think it was very. It was pretty straightforward. Like,
from my
know
point
what we
of view,
do.
everything was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, but it's from your point of view.
Well, I mean, you're coming in from, you know, I mean, you don't know
outsider
us.
perspective. Yeah.
And everyone.
That's the whole point, though, dude. He's basically being like, how are your viewers supposed to know what's real and what's not?
I don't think
they don't know shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Like, so many fucking Sam comments.
Let me tell you this, they don't know. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything about anything.
That's why it's kind of fucked up because like after that you don't know what's real and what's not. So like I'm like, damn, he thinks we're like totally lying.
That's why I feel a little bit bad about it, is because like there are certain things where it's like,
yeah, but we kind of screwed ourselves on that.
Like I was like, I kind of want to stop this because this whole Danny thing is like really upsetting to me. This is really fucked up with Sam to do it. Like this is his girlfriend of like 2 years or whatever.
Shit, so what do you expect?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah. So like she even like shaved her head for the thing too. Like that's why she looked all like had that crazy haircut and stuff too. Like it was just for like
that was real.
layers.
That was real.
Layers.
Her hair is really like that.
It is what it is. And who knows what it is besides God.
Yeah, convenient.
These glasses are $3,000.
Whoa.
That was insane. Shit. Jesus Christ. Why'd you give me this fucking thing? I thought this was airsoft. I'm never doing that again in my life. Holy shit.
Sam didn't show up to shoot guns with us for like 2 hours, and then when he finally showed up, he was very distant. I wanted to talk to you again, one-on-one.
About what?
All sorts of stuff.
Why?
Felt like yesterday was like a bit incomplete. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff.
Why does this filmer keep moving back and forth? Stop moving back and forth.
Shortly after that. For the rest of the week, Sam wasn't willing to meet up one-on-one. He kept coming up with different excuses like, you know, he was too busy or that his back hurt. And this continued for the remaining 5 days that I was in Rhode Island.
That's weird.
Until eventually he had us meet outside of his real office, which he didn't want on camera, to give me something.
This is a thank you from us to commemorate our experience together. And as a gesture of goodwill, you're gonna want to see this, guys, at home.
Wow, YouTuber kings.
Yes,
Weird because it shows violence.
The YouTuber kings. Hang it somewhere private. Or you can display it for people and just kind of filter out anyone who doesn't like art.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Weird.
Luckily, we're able
So was iDubbbz just offended? He was just, the ruse was up, so he didn't give a fuck?
to get Sam to stick around with the rest of the group to have a chat around a fire, but I wasn't able to talk to Sam one-on-one after that.
Sam seemed genuinely concerned that he had hurt iDubbbz with the copyright strike, maybe overly concerned since he might have been on the alert the rest of the time. Yeah, like their conversation obviously was like super weird. Weirded shit up. Or with the big reveal, Sam didn't care anymore. And he was like, okay, fuck you, I don't care.
Revealed all the gaslighting stuff to me. He figured there wasn't really much of a reason to continue to cooperate because he had provided his entertainment, so why continue?
Possibly. Or he's mad at you.
Whoa, there was like, I swear to God.
A lot of the most insightful stuff that we got was with Sam's crew after they had let their walls down. They all spoke very candidly with us, and it would have been nice if Sam gave us a similar level of respect.
We were like,
oh, that's kind of scary.
And it would have been nice if Sam gave us a similar level of respect.
We were like,
look at his face.
And it would have been nice if...
It's a little scary. He talked about it in Destiny's interview, I think. Nah, Sam thought iDubbbz was trying to punk him. If he was, why would he avoid him instead of trying to mend it? Yeah. This is the point, right? This is why it's good content, though, is it leaves you wondering, and when you're wondering, you talk about it. That's like his whole thing. If I leave you wondering, you're going to talk about it.
Sam gave us a similar level of respect.
We were like, what's the thing we could do to like make the funniest thing?
This idea of confusing people and never being genuine or only being genuine when you think it's obvious is a great game to play when the most important thing to you is never showing your taint to people. You can feel like a winner in a game that only you are playing.
I would punch Trump. Oh my God, I would love to punch Trump. Can you imagine that? You hate immigrants? Boom.
I would have been more stoked with the prank if he had allowed us to take a candid look at his life afterwards, but he shut us out. I don't know what his day-to-day life is really like. I don't know even surface level details about how he does things or, you know, if he's even in a relationship. It would be interesting to know, but we just don't know. As far as who is Sam and what is he about, it seems like he really likes comedy, even if that means being an asshole to people and not letting his wall down. I don't think that serves to benefit him in any way, but if that's a game that he wants to play, fair enough. All I can continue to do is read between the lines and assume that there's some truth in there somewhere.
Mr. Hyde. I'd like to know what messages that you'd like us to take away from that exactly.
I don't know, man. I guess that's up to you. I don't know. It's nothing. It's just a bunch of crap.
That was really well done.
Do you enjoy owning rare artifacts? Or maybe you enjoy owning things that commemorate a specific video release? Well, I have good news for you. We have this artifact that you can purchase.
Nah. Sam Hyde is me and my friends when I was 17. Yeah, it's a lot of guys when they're young. The difference is a lot of guys like grow out of it. I think it's really hard to form like relationships that are close when you engage in constant meta-idling to the point where like people around you don't know. I'd be curious how I suggest watching the first 10 minutes with this to get Sam's perspective of the whole idea. He made this a few weeks before iDubbbz released this. Okay. Sounds good. First 10 minutes. Thanks. The truth about iDubbbz. Holy shit. This is some drama. How's the volume? Is it blasting your ears? Because this is a loud video. Okay, it's not too bad.
In the event an oxygen mask drops from the overhead compartment, remove any face covering. Before placing the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. As part of our clean commitment, everyone must wear a face mask over your nose and mouth and secured under your chin and neck during the flight. You may briefly lift or lower the face mask while eating or drinking. Please keep your mask on if you want to sleep somewhere they don't have to take.
Okay, well, let's move on. Documentary about a documentary.
We want to release our footage from that.
Yeah.
Because the footage, I don't think the footage is going to be released.
Gotcha.
What do you think about that? Here's the thing. We don't want to like put iDubbbz on blast or do anything weird. iDubbbz came out, he shot a like documentary with me and Nick and the crew here. And I think I probably blew it personally with him, and it's through no fault of his. Whatever, I sent him it doesn't even matter. I think I probably kind of like overwhelmed him. He was on Twitter. He was on Twitter trying to line up fights with people, and I was like, "Yo, can you get me in there? Let me get a fight with Fantano." And I think I bothered him too much, something like that. I wasn't like an asshole or anything, but I think I probably just texted him too many times. Anyway, the document, it hasn't come out. It's like. Almost a year. When was that? 6 months ago? 8 months ago?
Say 8-9 months ago.
8 or 9 months ago, we shot that footage, and it's clear that it's not coming out. And the problem is that we shot a ton of funny stuff, and we took like 2 weeks of our time and shot a bunch of shit that's like really awesome, and we spent like we rented all that shit. We rented
a T-Rex.
Spent fucking $15,000 on the thing. So
Holy shit.
we got to release our footage.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Here's what happened.
Jet's cutting it up, and it's not to like.
This is what happened.
It's not to make iDubbbz look stupid or anything, or like do anything like burn. We took your documentary footage and released it first, dude. No, it's just like we spent $15,000 on this.
Yeah.
We took 9 months to make it's been 9 months, and there's no communication, and we did we spent 2 weeks of time. That's what I'm more.
Wow, 9
worried
months.
about. So. We're just going to cut together our footage in like the funniest way. We're not going to try to make anyone look bad. We're going to take whatever's funny moments, make a cool cut out of it. So I think that's.
I would do that.
I think that's fair.
If I spend $15,000 on something,
is that fair?
We put a lot of labor into it, so it was his documentary, but by the end of it, it was like our documentary. Like we all.
And to be honest, I think like we went to Joey. Can you open up the iDubbbz gaslighting document? we came up with a lot of funny ideas to like pull tricks and like I hired this crackhead girl to pretend to be my girlfriend, and she said that she told iDubbbz that I like abused her and all this stuff. And we did all these funny like prank things, but it wasn't to make him look like an asshole. It was to like make his project funnier. Yeah. Like
but wait, she was actually an addict who needed. Okay.
We wanted to make, because the thing is, I like iDubbbz. I think he's funny, and I know he was getting like some static or whatever with people online. I wanted to make a video with iDubbbz where it was like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy mayhem. This is funny.
Yeah.
And make something cool. So we have the iDubbbz gaslighting video document here. This was our prep document. Can you scroll down?
Before anything was filmed, this was like the day one prep.
And what part of
Don't
what
believe
went
she
wrong
was. He said we hired a crack addict, though.
was, I think...
So was he hired a girl to pretend to be a crack addict? Is that what he means? Because it sounds like he said we found this like crack addict.
iDubbbz.
Yeah, and here we go. Was trying to sound like the situation was serious, but then makes it absurd. There may have been a sliver of truth.
This was kind of trying to punk me a little bit.
Yeah.
And like make me look like a guy that had like fallen off, which I have. Like I've fallen off, like undoubtedly. But I think he kind of wanted to like, he wanted to come out here and see something depressing, and we like ended up making this kind of like funny thing. Stuff to buy: lots of alcohol, a bunch of Pokemon cards. Try to tell him what Pokemon is, as if it's some new thing like crypto. Buy parakeets from Petco. Fill fridge with unbagged meat. Spend $10K on scratch tickets. A bunch of dead wasps.
Quarter pound of weed on the table.
All right, scroll down. So we wanted to say part of it was like he was gonna come out and see like where was I in my career after having
Meta irony is awful. I'm losing my mind.
like
I know.
fallen off or whatever.
Meta irony is amazing if you're the one creating it. Super fun when you're being meta ironic and people don't know. It's not super fun for people around you unless they're in on the joke. And I think that's my issue with irony and like comedy. Like comedy and pranks should be fun for both parties at the end of it. Like both parties, in my view, should end having like something positive and like happy that they take away from it. I think if you're trolling people and pranking people and they just are sad about it, I think that's just shitty. Like, you just shouldn't do that.
And I wanted to be like, well, we're just rapping. We're just like we're like laying down tracks now and rapping all day.
All day.
And Joey was like doing all this shit like, yo, check it out. This is kind of like a Drake beat.
Punching down is not comedy. It's just shitty. Yeah. I mean, punching down is tricky to know what that means, because is punching down making jokes about being a paraplegic? If you're not a paraplegic, well, what if the paraplegic likes it and they say it makes them feel normalized because you're willing to make jokes about them? Like punching down is I actually want to talk to Abba about this as a comedian sometime and be like, what is punching down? Like to you, what do you think it is? Because I hear a lot of people use it, and there's cases like where somebody leaves just feeling sad, used, and like confused. I'd say like, yeah, that's fair. That it's punching down. You get everything as a comedian from it, and the receiver gets nothing. I think that's fair to call punching down. But what about like jokes about certain topics? When is it punching down?
Like making them listen to beats and shit.
It's literally punching down.
Record a lot of bad rap music. Stage fright where Sam re-records breaths. Insists the auto-tune's in the wrong key.
Rapping. Record a lot of bad rap music. One of us says we need to know about the rap. Record super quiet. Ad-libs. Song with the hook. Stage fight over who gets to use the alias Green Boy.
Super quiet ad-libs. Like song with the hook. Swag like iDubbbz.
One song is entirely still in Michael Jackson.
Who gets to use the alias Cream Boy. Well recorded. Like, we had Wecking. You know who Wecking Ball is?
Yeah.
We had him come out and pretend to be security, and he would stand in front of the door, and you'd have to get his authorization to go out.
He didn't pick up on it?
Who, Wecking Ball?
No.
iDubbbz?
No.
He picked up kind of like pretty quick.
He knew something was weird, yeah.
He knew who Weck was.
These satirical, exaggerated eyes are pretty hilarious, though. They saw what Ian was looking to achieve and undercut it. It ruined Ian's attempt for a real documentary, but really Ian wasn't gonna interview Sam to hear, yeah, everything's going great, pretty mundane life down here. Yeah. What's the difference between meta irony and lying? Meta irony and lying. Not much. The only difference is you're lying for yokes. For yokes and giggles.
Have Weck ask iDubbbz in private if he can help him with...
Yeah, intent, yeah. One's for
Right.
jokes, one's not. Lying, the intent is to obfuscate the truth. Meta-irony is to obfuscate the truth for jokes. But it requires lying. They lied about everything. But it's like, this is where it's like, is it a bad lie? I would argue, like, probably not. iDub still got something out of it. He got, like, content, regardless of whether or not he got, like, the actual documentary of, like, who are you as a person and the deep stuff that he wanted. He didn't get that, but he did get off, like, to some level, like, real Sam Hyde. He fucking pranked you and made your documentary not real.
Man, I wish I took him out in the train.
I think punching down is only bad if the joke is literally just the bad thing. Like if the punch is the line, like they're black, they're gay, or they're crippled, it's just punching down because you're just punching. Yeah, that's definitely, I don't know if that's all encompassing. I'd like to figure out, like, I'm so systematic, right? I want a system. I want a system so that I can figure out if it's punching down or not. And then I can weigh in morally on it.
Trans Am.
Oh no!
And I went all out. It was crazy. It was awesome.
That car's a fucking hell ride.
Hellhole. So let's check out. Can we check out the footage? Should we look at the footage? Let's scroll down the rest of this list here and just.
Meta-irony is also really dangerous, particularly like when like meta-irony is actually how like certain groups like will dog whistle at certain ideas, and they'll actually like make people feel more comfortable with certain ideas through like jokes and irony and meta-irony especially. And then you start pulling it away and it turns out it was never meta-irony, it's sincerity, but like you've gotten people like comfortable and kind of buying into the ideas. This is why a lot of people I think have like issue with meta-irony as like a form of art. And I think it's actually a pretty valid issue, because if you're engaging in meta-irony to like pull somebody into a certain political affiliation and you're targeting distinctly like young people who maybe are more gullible and won't be able to figure out that it's meta-irony, now it's like dangerous.
Just briefly have it on screen. During sparring, chanting "Ooga Chaka."
Yeah, that's exactly the issue with Sam Hyde. Yep.
Sparring, being
Ooga Chaka, Ooga Chaka, Ooga Chaka.
Be insecure about how good we are.
Yeah. Keep doing wrestling shit, but say it's box.
Sparring Ooga Chaka, telling him if I get near him, have him spar. Teach him downer cuts. Keep insisting there's nothing hidden in your gloves. Rollerblades. Breakaway glass. Keep doing wrestling shit, but say it's boxing. Be insecure about how good we are.
Yo, bro, I'm boxing you right now.
Tell him he's gonna need to know
boxing
this
for
stuff.
self-defense situations.
Start sparring while out to dinner. That's so fucking funny.
Oh, and then the fake girlfriend.
The fake girlfriend. She shaved her head for this. She looked fucking totally wrecked. And she was like going in iDubbbz's pockets, like looking around in his pockets, trying to feel around and shit.
No.
The first few
funny.
minutes of them meeting, she walks up behind him and puts her hands like this in his back pockets. And he's already uncomfortable like that.
She smashed it. She was so fucking good, man.
No fucking way.
Best
Who was
best
that?
Cast member.
Just this girl.
Actress
Like
type?
an actress type chick who was
No
like down
way.
for everything. Like shaved her fucking head. I paid her to shave her head. And she was like totally believable. She was like acting drugged out and like it was
That's
fucking nuts.
Awesome.
Tries to have a 3 or 4-way. Keeps saying she loves fucking on coke.
We can send her to the gas station to buy blunt wraps.
Where's fake flea market arguments? Okay, so the girlfriend was fake.
Go down the street a half a mile.
You stay here and watch.
So all meta-irony is a dog whistle? I'm sorry, who said that? Did you say that? Or did I? Did you say that? Well, if the owl said it, I apologize. The owl is an idiot. But nobody here with the mic said that.
Lock up.
Oh yeah, leaving.
Mod check? Oh no. What are you guys doing? You're being bad. Okay, thanks guys. Bra, 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 bra. Where is it? Hold on. We gotta find the mod check thing. It might be gone already. You can't find a system. I studied comedy my whole life, punching down. It's not you. Where's the mod check stuff? Red Penny's here. Okay, Red Penny's here. Okay.
her alone to lock up after us when we leave. And let's scroll down. What else we got here? Office. Put fake shit on the
I'm stupid. Thanks, Virgil. I understand. No, I'm stupid, Red Penny.
Brandishing gun just in case I have to
Virgil explained it. I'm stupid.
hot someone.
On my screen, it just comes up emotes that are specialty emotes never come up as anything but the typed font, so I never see it. So I have to like open Twitch, and then I see the emote, and I'm like, wait, so do they mean mod check or do they not mean it? They're just like, I see. It's because of the owl.
Keep telling iDubbbz about altcoins he should buy. Like we did this thing where
you guys got me. It's meta irony.
We're like crypto trading, like.
Sam's a hardcore atheist. Could have a screen fucking a picture of the Bible every morning. Be unreasonably angry.
iDubbbz is Max Mofo.
Crypto YouTubers. Have someone's character be super abrasive and unfunny. That's what she said type jokes. Punches people's arms for some reason. No one has the heart to tell them how annoying it is. When iDubbbz is in a car with Sam stops and says he has to make a stop and do this mission real quick, goes to a fucked area and leaves iDubbbz in the car for 30 minutes.
Screen, screen with USD live chart, just USD. Like a ticker.
Yeah.
It's just $1. It's always been $1.
Flip the breaker and pretend the power is out. Sam insists we keep working and gets really mad. Work on pen and paper. Okay, anything else? Buy fake Beeple NFTs. Jet was in the corner on the Xbox the whole time. Yeah, I know, that's fine. Scroll down. What else we got?
I would have done that too. I would have taken that job.
There we go. We found one, mods. Why do people troll like this? Like, why would you come in and just do like your fucking Gaia online? Where are we? Ban. Bye. Why do people do this? They'll come in as like a first-time chatter. So they're super obvious. They've always got like a really offensive name, like that one. And then they'll just say something like, squeezes your bum or touches your face. And they do it in like the Gaia form where they like put little stars to like tell you like what adjective, like what behavior they're doing. And then they just at you. It's so fucking weird. I'm just like, am I in grade 6 again? Am I trying to pretend to be a part of a wolf pack? These are more Gaia Online adventures. I Gaia Online as part of a wolf pack RP. I hope it was obvious to everyone I was RPing with that I was 12.
It is slowly
Xbox all
revealed
day.
Sam is an adult
Exactly,
baby and
Steve.
eats
You're gonna get
applesauce and
banned.
baby
I know
food
you're
in
being
private.
ironic, but you're gonna get banned. If
Pacifier.
You post one more.
Sam temper tantrum. I wanted to go karting. We didn't go karting. We rented the slingshot though. You remember?
Yeah.
Oh my God, lockdown night. Fuck man, we have so many funny ideas. Okay, let's check out the footage, Joey. Let's load that up.
Okay, is that what all we need to know? Yeah, the first 10 minutes. So it was all a lie, but he didn't explain why he was weird after the 5 days. Was it basically I thought I blew it and I like offended him? Like, why was he weird after the 5 days? How it all started? The interview. Shooting guns with iDubbbz. Most replayed. Okay. Yeah, he ignores that. He doesn't touch on that. Okay. So the 4 days afterwards where he's really distant is still a question. Like, what happened? He was weird because Ian was clearly trying to make a gotcha piece on Sam. I don't know if it was clear that Ian was trying to make a gotcha piece on Sam. Yeah, it's not obvious to me that Ian was. Like, maybe I don't know much about Ian. I don't know anything about iDubbbz. So maybe that's his personality, but to him, it seems like he thinks it wasn't weird. Yeah, so that's probably just like the ruse was up. He just went back to normal and he didn't actually care that much about iDubbbz. But then he talked a bit about how he thought maybe he'd like ruined the relationship and he feels bad about it. So he probably was just like being his normal self, and he didn't want to go one-on-one because he wasn't actually interested in doing any level of like authentic documentary. But the ruse was up, so it's not like he could like do another one-on-one and then just like lie the whole like he could, but he didn't.